Hi there. I want to welcome you to my channel. This video is going to be a flip through of my first Christmas junk journal of the season. And yes, we are a week into December and I am finally finished with this. As usual, I took way too long. I just kept adding things and then I would get busy with work or other stuff, and then I would get exhausted and just not have the energy. So anyway, I finally finished it and I'm gonna go ahead and do a flip through because I put so much time and work and energy into this junk journal. It became quite filled. When I first created, I was going to leave it very bare, but I don't know what happened. I just kept adding things. So I do have a few things around just as I go through this final walkthrough if I want to add a little tag or some scraps or some stamping, but hopefully I won't add anything because it's pretty full. So the journal is made from a book cover and it is an intact book. The only thing I deconstructed was I took the pages out. It is about 9 1/4 by 6 inches, and the spine, like I said, is intact, and it's about 1 1/4 inches. And so I did very little to the actual book cover. Instead, I created a journal topper, and this also is the journal closure, so there's just some nice sheer chiffon-y ribbon. I created this journal topper with a cutout of this reindeer from a dollar store greeting card. Then I just layered it on top of some music sheet, cardstock, doily, added these cute little eyelets to string the ribbon through. I did include this vintage doily, but you could take the doily off and just keep the ribbon through the journal topper. This can also be a journaling card. And then, so like I said, I did very little to the actual journal cover because it's really hard to see in a video, but the cover itself is this rich rust color and it has this cool pattern. So I just added a book plate, some book corners. I don't even think these are actually corners. They're not the kind that stick on, but and then I used a very grungy strip of cardstock to cover the name of the book on the spine. This journal also comes with this really cute like clipboard. I fashioned it out of a vintage book cover. The book itself had fallen apart. Has a little removable clip that has this ribbon, and I just put a magazine image on it that kind of goes with, I think, this reindeer wooded theme. So that does come with the journal. What else comes with the journal is this mini journal. Again, it has kind of the wooded theme. Just has some tuck spots in here with some little tags. Just a variety of papers, wrapping paper, book page. And then in the middle is this envelope. And sorry about that, I have YouTube on in the background, but I don't have paid YouTube, and so a commercial came on, or an ad. I don't think we call them commercials anymore, but anyways, this is a little pocket here. I thought I had some pieces in there, but well, I can add some pieces in there because I have a bunch. Maybe some little cutoffs would be fun. Oh, actually, I have this little card here. I'm going to put these inside the little card. There we go. All right. And then the back has some little tags as well. Okay, for the book, it does have 3 signatures. They are sewn in with a hidden spine. And so on the inside, I didn't do anything to the inside covers because they're this beautiful kind of vintagey map. And so I just put a belly band here to cover the brads that are holding the book plate in place. I just made this very long, thin. It's a really tight belly band, so literally only one thing fits in there. Then I used this pretty maroonish ribbon, or excuse me, material to cover the spine and act as the hidden spine. So the signatures are sewn into a piece of cardboard that's glued to this material. Each of the 3 signatures, I don't even remember how many pages, but they each have a cardstock cover. And so this first one has this little Santa tag that I made out of napkin. That just clips wherever you want it. I did put lace on each of the first page of each of the 3 signatures. This is the napkin that I used to decoupage on this tag. And so I just added some random pieces in these pockets. Each of the 3 signatures has nice deep pockets on the inside of them. Another little napkin. And most of the signatures have journaling space. So I alternated a coffee dyed, just copy paper in between some other fun kind of paper. So ledger. This is just a small little cascade of little pages. This is an envelope you can open up and journal on. A cute little red doily you can use to decorate or whatever. Going. I'll put how many pages are in the description. This comes with a little lace and ribbon snippet. Another one of these doilies. It's not glued down. You can take that off and use it elsewhere. I just thought it looked really cute there as a background. Oh, and so each of the 3 signatures, while they have cardstock on the outside of the signature, I also have another piece of cardstock inside somewhere. So this one is a little tuck spot with this is just scrapbook paper, but this is a journaling tag that I made. Again, going with the kind of wooded theme. Each signature has a music page spread on the inside in the middle. And again, I try to pick songs that are more suited to this theme. This is the inside cardstock page that I just added this little notebook. And then on this side, this actually flips open, journaling space, and then some tags tucked in here. This is just a really large piece of cardstock that I created into a tag. All right, and this is the end of the first signature. Just some more cutoffs of cardstock. This is a tiny little envelope that has some little pieces inside. I love using magazine images, so I just sprinkled a couple of little magazine images throughout here. And that was, oops, I forgot to fold that in. And the second signature, just made a little collage here. Journaling tag with a little tuck spot in the back, and it has another little tag, and then just a snippet. Some more. Oh, actually, this is from a page. This is a page from, I was hoping I had the actual book here. I do. So I found this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a mess. I found this book at a thrift store, and I actually remember as a child getting these kinds of books. This one is from 1976, and it just had a bunch of different stories and activities in it. So the pages are so brittle, and I'm surprised this one didn't crack. I mean, I think it's starting to, but the pages are very brittle. I was going to put this one inside of a tuck spot, but I think it's just way too brittle to fold up. But I picked this one because it has reindeer, and that's what the cover has. I'm not going to go through every page because, like I said, they're the same. This is the inside cardstock of the second signature, and I just have this little wraparound kind of thing. I'm not sure what to call it. I just clip it on because then these stay in there. So there's a journaling card, tag, this tiny little one that I created. And then I used this whole back as a big tuck spot for this large journaling card. And then this is the second half of the inside cardstock of Signature 2. And I just created this kind of floating belly band with little snippets. And I put in here a little Christmas napkin. This is a vintage, I don't remember what the game is called. Let me just double check because I have it here. Oh, Bridge. Yeah, I got the whole thing from a thrift store. And then Santa cardstock. And that just slides right in there. On the back here, I wanted to put some tiny little pieces, and so I just made little teeny pockets, and these are just some tags. And then I bought this little envelope of a bunch of vintage stamps, and there's so many more than this, but what I did was I went through and I meticulously separated all the Christmas ones. Oh, this one's my favorite. I love lighthouses, so I'm going to use that one for something in my journal for this month. And then I'm going to flip to the back, the last page of the second signature. Oh, this is a coloring sheet, just a bunch of Christmas trees. It's a very large coloring sheet, so it's folded in half. Little tag, couple of tags there. All right, third signature is this beautiful, I got this paper pack called Seasonal Florals. And so this is from the Christmas section of that paper pack. And I added this white ribbon trim, but it kept, like, I don't know, even though I had it glued down really well, this last page kept sticking to the edge of the ribbon. So I covered the edge with this washi tape and glued it down really nicely. So, all right, the inside of this third signature, I have a tiny little tuck spot with some more of those Christmas stamps. Another napkin. This is my favorite napkin, so I added that. I couldn't find the napkins that I used to decoupage this tag, but it's 2 book pages glued together with this napkin decoupaged on top, and then I added some coffee dyed paper on the back to allow for journaling. Just did some stamping here and there, not very much. We get to the second cardstock piece. All right, so this is the inside cardstock piece of the third signature. I added a little Christmas tree dangle here. You just take the clip off and this comes off and it has some nice journaling space there. Yeah, like I said, I have been working on this journal since mid-November. So basically 3 weeks because it's the end of the first week of December. And it just, I don't know, it just kept calling to me. Oh, I forgot to look at the middle of this signature with the music sheet. And then this one is Oh Christmas Tree. This second side of the inside cardstock also has another very similar little wraparound journaling card. And so you just take that off, journaling space. And the back has, that's what I was going to do. I was going to put something here, maybe like another little envelope with some goodies in there. I also had this, I was maybe thinking of doing like a little collage. Oh, this is what I mean though, I just keep adding things. I thought I had a little of the little poinsettia flowers that I was going to stick on there, but I don't know. This will have something because it looks a little plain, but in the inside of this one, I just have some of the just paper. A vintage, well, I don't know if this is vintage actually, but it's a little recipe card and they are Christmas themed. They're very cute. This is from a Christmas trivia game. Thought I was going to stick a couple of those in there. And then a coffee dyed doily. I had considered kind of putting this on there, but I think the doily is cute like it's by itself, and so maybe somebody might want to use that. All right, and this is the back. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm going to do a collage here then. This is the back of the book. Again, like I said, I didn't want to cover too much of the inside covers because it's this beautiful map. And so there's a very large journaling card, just another snippet, a little tag. And like I said, I will glue that on. Oh, actually, there is one last thing I was going to tuck in there somewhere. This is a little letter to Santa. Just thought it's a cute little surprise to stick in here somewhere. All right, that is my first completed Christmas junk journal for the year. And I do have a couple others that I've already started, and I'm going to keep working on them just because I love working on Christmas junk journals. So I may do a video of those. I don't know. One of them is a Christmas gnome themed, and it's really, really cute. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.